Welcome back, Vikings. This is a short tutorial on how to use our Schoology course in the distance learning project between 2020 and 2021. The way that this course works is basically split up in daily activities, one assignment per week, one project per week, and one assessment per month. Daily activities, it's going to be the same for every single day. You're going to join our Schoology page. You'll connect to our Schoology conference. Then in the first 15 minutes of the class period, you want to complete the intro discussion prompt for that day. If you complete it within the first 15 minutes of class, you are verified in attendance as being on time. If you complete it after the first 15 minutes of class, you will be marked as tardy. And if you complete the discussion after the class has ended, you'll still get some points, but you will still be marked as absent in the roster sheet. As far as group activity during the Schoology conference, there will be some points in the middle of class where you will interact with your peers and you'll work on something together, and you'll take a screenshot of you working on that activity that has your name or your contribution to the group somehow shown in writing on that screenshot, and you'll get 4 points of credit for turning in that screenshot to a group activity assignment in our Schoology daily activities. After that, the last thing we have to make sure that you stick around for the entire class, there's an exit ticket that is completed in the last 15 minutes of class. And it's basically just a quiz that opens up, and it asks you some questions about the things that you learned or that were shown in the resources that you were supposed to look at through the class period. This only opens up for the last 15 minutes of class. It's open for an additional 15 minutes after class is over, so if you take a little bit of extra time to be able to complete it, no worries, you'll have a little bit of extra time to be able to complete that exit ticket. Overall, you'll get 10 points of credit per day through these daily activities, and once again, every week there's an assignment and a project. Let's check out how this is done in the actual Schoology course here. So here we are in a Schoology course. If we go down here, you're going to see that there's a folder that says week 1. As we continue through the course, it will be week 2, week 3, week 4. You'll see the latest week or the latest assignments that will show up on the bottom of the list here. So if we want to see what's inside of here, the first thing that you would do when you get into our course is that you want to go over here on the left-hand side and you want to click on Conferences over here on the bottom. So if you go here and you click on this, you will see this window pop up, which basically says, hey, you want to join our live conference? There will be a live conference listed here saying what the start time is. You simply click on Join Conference, and you should be able to see the instructor and be able to follow along with us in our live lesson. If you want to get back to all the things that are in the main course, you can click up here where it says Materials, and then you'll go back to the main Schoology view here. On the right-hand side here, we have all the assignments that are coming up that will be due. You should see the assignment for the week, W1 in this case, week 1 assignment, and you should see the project for the week as well right here. They're going to be due on Saturdays, the minute before midnight. So you'll have plenty of time to complete them. You should be able to see them on Monday when you come in, and they'll be available until Saturday. They're graded on Sunday. Something to keep in mind, your projects are going to be shown. You're going to post them and show them off to the entire class, and people are going to comment on each other's projects in this course on our short days, our Wednesdays. So just make sure that whatever you do, you feel comfortable with sharing, and that you do your best. That way you can show off what you're really capable of. All right, let's get back into the main conference here, or the main materials. If you click on this folder or you click on the arrow right next to the folder, you can see everything that's inside of it. There's going to be the assignment and the project for the week. And then there's also going to be at the top of the page here this folder that says Resources. And if you look in here, you're going to see any documents or video links that I want you to take a look at through the week. So anything that I expect you to know in any of the exit tickets or in any of the assignments, you're going to find information referring to that right here in your resources. So everything in the course that I expect you to know you can find inside this green folder each week. There will be different things inside of the folder each week. In this case, we have the slides for the first presentation of the week, and we also have the syllabus for the class. I would suggest you check out this syllabus. There will be a separate video that talks about everything in the syllabus. As we go down here, you can see the different links. These are all video links of things to pay attention to watch, and to absorb the information therein. I'll usually tell you in the live conference when I want you to watch something, but we're not going to watch stuff inside of the conferences. You're just going to view them in your own time. That said, if we go down here, each day of the week, there's going to be our discussion, our intro discussion, our group participation, and our exit ticket for each day of the week. The way that this is going to work is basically this folder will appear on the day of the week that it is. So on Monday, this folder will become available suddenly, maybe about 5 minutes before class starts. Then you're able to go into your intro discussion. If you go to the intro discussion, you should see it over here on the right, but if it's not, you can click right here. And when you do that, you'll see that it says what I expect you to do. Really, I just want you to answer usually 1 to 3 questions. In this case, there's 3 questions. What do you use technology for most? What activities do you enjoy in your spare time? And what qualities in a person garner your respect? You want to answer each one of these with 3 complete sentences. That is, using proper punctuation and capitalization. The way that people gauge others' intelligence is based off of their language. So if you speak using really small words and broken thoughts and lots of cursing, then people will assume that your intelligence is perhaps lower than it really is. And my goal here as a CTE instructor is to get you prepared for a career right out of high school if possible. And seeming professional and intelligent is largely based off of how you present yourself with your language usage. So make sure that you attempt to not use text speak, or that you put in the absolute least amount of effort and reply to everything in just 1 word or with 3-word sentences. I want you to try to complete your sentences and use proper punctuation and capitalization to get full credit. On all assignments, there's going to be a rubric, as you can see here. So the rubric will tell you exactly how you can earn 3 points versus how you would earn 2 points or 1 point. If you ever are curious as to why you got the grade you got, typically you can just look at the rubric and see, oh, okay, I see why I got 2 points instead of 3, or I see why I got 1 point instead of 3. In order to complete your intro discussion, all you have to do is scroll down a little bit, click on where it says write a comment, and this is where you can type in your response to the questions up here, then press post. Sometimes you might have to post a link, which you can see here. Sometimes you have to post a file, like when we're doing our presentation days on Wednesday, you would post the project file that you created, and that's where you can earn points for group participation on Wednesdays. All right, so let's go back. If we want to go back to our materials, I'm going to click right back over here on materials. We can see our week stuff again. If we scroll down, we can see that now there's also group participation. So the way this works, if you go into group participation, you simply have to submit screenshots that show that you participated in the group activity for the class session. So when we're in the Schoology conference, there will be group activities that that you're invited to participate in. And towards the end of those activities, I will let you know, hey, go ahead and screenshot what you have now, and you're going to turn that in to our group participation section here. You'll learn how to do a screenshot, but if you don't know how to do a screenshot on a Chromebook, you press the Control key down and you hold it, and then you press the key that looks like a square with a couple of vertical lines next to it, and that's towards the top middle of your keyboard. So that's how you would take a screenshot, and it will save your screenshot as an image file to your downloads folder on your device. If you have a Windows keyboard, you would press the Windows key and print screen. So you'd hold down the Windows key and then press print screen, which is towards the top right of your keyboard, right next to the pause key. And that will take a screenshot of your computer, what it has on its display. From there, you would just navigate to your pictures folder, and it saves the screenshot that you took in a folder called screenshots. So that's how you would submit a screenshot to this group participation project or daily activity. You would simply go up here to the top right. This is a teacher view, but you would go up to the top right of this assignment, click on Submit Assignment. Then you would go to the middle left of the box that pops up, and you'd click on the File button. And then you would navigate to that screenshot that you just took, and you turn it in to get credit. As you can see here, it's pretty easy to get that 4 points of credit. All right, I'm going to go back to the daily activities for Monday. So those are 2 of the activities. Let's check out the exit ticket. Towards the last 15 minutes of class, the exit ticket will become available, and it's basically usually a 3-question quiz, and you just have to answer 3 questions, and you get the score that you got out of 3 usually. You can earn 3 points for the exit ticket. Lastly, there's preparation checks. These are optional, and they're extra credit. So preparation checks are basically getting you ready for the next class. If you click on this and you take this quiz, which is only available after class ends, so it's only available in between classes. You can take this after the exit ticket, after the class ends, you can take this, and it's only available until the beginning of the next big class. The Wednesday classes won't count, so there will be 1 preparation check at the end of day 1, and it will be open until the beginning of day 3, whatever that would be. Wednesday will not count for the preparation check. So you'll have some time to be able to work on your preparation check during Wednesday, should you choose to. And the preparation checks are basically going to gear you and get you ready for what we talk about on the next class, the next big class. Once again, they are optional, but you can earn 5 points of extra credit if you answer everything correct on that quiz. If you answer things incorrectly, then you won't get the full 5 points of extra credit, but you'll still get something, so it's worth checking out. All right, that pretty much covers everything with the course that you need to know. If we go back here, every time that there is a new project, it'll show up. Every week there's going to be, once again, a project and an assignment. Every day you'll have to come in and do your intro discussion to be counted as present and on time. In the middle of the class, you'll take a screenshot of your group participation and get 4 points for that. Towards the end of class, there's an exit ticket in the last 15 minutes, which you can then earn 3 more points, should you have paid attention to what happened in the class period. Anything that you need to know in the class is going to be up here in your resources area. So any text documentation, any kind of videos that I'd like you to watch, I'll usually tell you in the live session when you should be looking at something or when we're talking about something. All right, everybody, I hope that this was informational for you. I hope that it clears up anything that you need to know as far as how this course works. I look forward to seeing how you progress in technology, and I hope that you have a great time in this